Hey everyone, I hope this video finds you well. I wonder if anyone still gets those as the emails, the opening bits to an email. I hope this email finds you well. Anyway, I hope this video does find you well. Thanks so much for the comments. I'm going to come back to that a bit later. That was on my previous video. Really appreciated getting some of those. Today I'm going to start by introducing Zuri here, who is a very big ragdoll. And today you watch me give him a belly shave and a full coat groom. And I think I've titled the video something along the lines of, yeah, he's not quite a liquid and he's not quite a solid. He is something in between. And he's beautiful, isn't he? So, yeah, I'm just going to talk now while we watch Zuri do his thing as well. End of the last video, I started talking about some cats are quantum and others are made of antimatter. Was like halfway through writing a blog that probably will never get finished. But what I meant by the quantum bit was more a function of what's known in that world as the observer effect. So when you're observing, I guess, a particle, you can know its position or its velocity and direction, but you can't know both at the same time. Something like that. How does this relate to cats? I'll say every cat reacts differently when there's an owner in the room watching. For the most part, cats tend to do better when I'm one-on-one with them, but huge caveat there. There's always exceptions to the rule. But yeah, sometimes just having somebody else in the room just changes things a little bit. And more often than not, it is easier to work with cats when I'm working sort of solo. So that sort of ties off where I was halfway through talking. And yeah, some are made of antimatter. What do I mean by that? Nothing to do with annihilation, but I'll put a pin in that because I'll tell my I don't know, worst cat story. But yeah, it's basically a truly feral cat. But by antimatter, I guess I mean sort of like a contradiction or a walking paradox, or you can't label them all one thing because they are certain to almost understand that you think you've got them figured out and then just do the exact opposite. By choice. Especially British Shorthairs, they are the most stubborn of breeds, I find, and sort of willfully stubborn, I describe them as. Yeah, so that caps off what I was talking about at the end of the last video. Yeah. Oh yeah, the was I nearly annihilated by a cat once. This story goes back about 4 years ago. A former salon that I used to work at. The cat came in and our intake protocols weren't quite as sharp as I've got them set today, and I think we got onto it after that, or this experience. And yeah, the cat came in, we got the cat out of the carrier, and then it immediately just raced around and up some flywire sort of door and up onto a ledge that was quite high up, and it took us, I want to say, 20 minutes to get him back in his carrier. So like, this is really strange, and asked the clients, what's the backstory of this cat? And as I recall, they'd successfully trapped him in the garage 2 or 3 days earlier, and thought that they'd bring him in to us for a wash before bringing him inside the house. Yeah, I'm sure they meant well, but if you know anything about, well, let me frame it this way: cats that are, not trusting of their environments and don't have a bond or a connection with, like an owner. It was completely understandable that we saw a truly terrified reaction from that poor cat. And yes, suffice to say, we did not groom him or her. And yeah, even though I probably wasn't at risk of being bitten or scratched or attacked, to get a cat back into the carrier, that was pretty hard to do. I can't remember how we did it, towels or something like that, but probably that was my hardest day on the job, at least right up there. Yeah, so that caps off that. And how are we doing? About 5 minutes into this video. Okay, so I'm going to throw in my PSA. I always like to throw in the PSA. Please don't try and do this yourself. This looks easier than it really is. And yeah, I mean, there's some things you should try, like brushing and stuff like that. But if you're feeling that it's getting out of your hands to safely work with your cat, then use your better judgment and, don't just try and do it anyway, because the reaction from the cat is only likely to increase in a negative way. So PSA of the day done. So what other segments? Oh yeah, the thank you for the really nice comments. The two that I think I couldn't have agreed with more is feedback to me to not be my own worst critic, and I think that's absolutely bang on. And I remember, I think this goes back to like public speaking or something like that, or back in the days when I was like at uni, like a lifetime ago, and having to do presentations. People in the audience do want you to do well. Seeing somebody sort of die on camera, or whatever the right turn of phrase is, but seeing somebody flop sweat is uncomfortable for everyone. And yeah, I don't think. Well, yeah. How do I say this? I'm comfortable being myself. I think I am myself. I can be a more comfortable version of myself, but I also find a bit of fun in the awkwardness as well. So there'll be a degree of straddling, I guess, but a little less on camera. Introspection is probably a good thing because, yeah, I don't know, maybe I was just trying to make up time, which kind of brings me to where we are right now, because I had some things written down, and that was kind of everything I'd written down. Segments was the whole thing I'd written. So you know what? I'm going to give myself a cheat here. I'm going to press pause for a second. Oh, that's awesome. Seamless editing now. Achievement unlocked. I'm going to say it right now. So ready? Like and subscribe. Please and thank you. That would be awesome. Yeah, eventually if it grows big enough, that's just good. What else? I had to look back through the notes on Zuri here. Aww. And that would have been the fourth time. This is the fourth time I've seen Zuri. And my notes were basically, he's a big, fluffy, beautiful, gentle boy, which I think we can all see is very true. And I also wrote 2 words, 1 sentence, not fat. So maybe the vets said he was overweight, but if you ask me, he's just a big boy. He's not fat. Yeah, and even if he was, who cares? Although some vets, yeah, don't at me for that. What else to say, guys? Oh, that's me doing a TikTok video. I'm trying to do TikToks as well. We'll see how that goes, but it's pretty easy to upload TikToks, so that's kind of good for the short stuff. This video is going to end soon, so I'm going to say thanks very much for listening and watching. Yeah, like and subscribe and all that stuff. And I will be getting ready to make the next video after this, so thanks again and have a great one. Bye.